What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review of Fear of the Walking Dead. This is season 6, episode 10, Handle with Care. Now, again, this is my review, so that means I'm just getting you excited for things to come this Thursday if you have AMC Plus, and then if you don't, then you're catching it on AMC Sunday, which then after it airs on Sunday, that's when you will get my full-blown recap. That giving you all the spoilers, breaking this episode down. But man, look, here's the thing. After the last 2 episodes, which is just completely nuts, and I definitely appreciate everybody checking out those last 2 videos. I mean, could you imagine watching those 2 videos and not being able to talk about it for as long as I had to, considering all the craziness that went down? And then, like, it was just wild to see so many people's reactions once they was able to see it. So, like, but yeah, what a crazy last 2 episodes as the second half of this season. But this episode, things seem to return a little bit back to normal. Let me read the synopsis really quick, obviously, because it's not spoilers. I'm going to read that, and then I'm going to just give you a quick little, again, review of things to come for this episode. So, for episode 10, Handle with Care. So, a threat worse than Virginia is on the horizon. Morgan calls for unity and invites all survivors to his settlement, tasking Daniel to keep the peace. However, Daniel will need to face his own challenge in hopes to protecting his friends. So, look, here's the thing. We should know, if you've been keeping up, you know the danger that's on the horizon. Look, Virginia has been searching for these folks this entire time, and that's still out there. That danger still presents. With Virginia gone, they still know that there is danger out there, and there's not enough information about it. So with Morgan having an idea of bringing everybody together, it's an idea of creating unity, but also at the same time, it's about sharing and caring. And also, they all got a bigger evil out there. Now that Virginia's gone, it's like, well, if we can work together, then we can protect each other and survive. So essentially, that's the premise of that. But then Daniel, our great man Daniel, who's been through so much, while he is tasked to keeping the peace, he's settled in Morgan's new place. You know, this guy is more of a drifter. You know, he's typically by himself. He's always with some type of purpose. But now that he's having to kind of settle down and keep peace, he realizes that peace just isn't a reflection of things around him, but peace is also dealing with the inner things that he's dealing with. So much like ourselves, that from the last 2 episodes needing a lot of therapy of how crazy it was, we see this episode being narrated by Daniel as he's really speaking about the world around him and the things he's been through, which essentially feels like a therapy session of sorts. But nonetheless, this episode is much more chill. Definitely with some good developments in it. But you know, this is really premised about where does everyone go next. The stakes are a little bit higher because, you know, the target was Virginia. Now that Virginia's gone, now it's like, well, we don't even know enough information about who she was after, where they're at. How do we protect ourselves from them? What do we do? You know, and so now that there's not a clear objective of who the enemy is, things are just a little bit more trickier for them than usual. So, but nonetheless, like, don't get me wrong. The first 2 episodes was just fantastic. This episode is not bad, but it's definitely a little bit of a change of pace considering things from the first 2. But that does not by no means you skip out on this one, because there's some really significant things to take from this. There's definitely an emotional roller coaster coming from out of this. And overall, I just, you know, I'm always pro Daniel. So an episode being circused around him. And you know, like when you're dealing with Daniel, you're gonna, like, in considering the things that he's speaking about, you know, this makes him go back down memory lane, but also realizes the things that are in front of him. So you're seeing him having challenge with new and old friends / rivalry, and possibly making everybody around him uncomfortable and or in danger. So, like, he goes through a lot, and you have to see what's actually going on. I'm throwing you a little bit of boomerangs here to kind of catch you off guard. But there's definitely a lot of different things going on with it. But nonetheless, it's a very good episode. and you want to check it out. So this is episode 10. Again, Handle with Care. This is just a review, no spoilers, none of the big juicy stuff that you have to wait and find out on Thursday on AMC Plus or on AMC on Sunday. So as always, folks, jump in the comments. Let me know, are you excited for this episode? And obviously, keep your eyes peeled for that recap that is going to be dropping after the conclusion of it airing on the East Coast, which is about 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time Sunday night. So as always, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I catch you all for the recap. Bye-bye.